Welcome back to episode 20 of Greatest' Let's Play Modded Minecraft series. We left things off, well, it doesn't matter how we left things off actually. I want to cover a new topic today. Yeah. I think I want to get these blood altars, and yes, it's another blood magic episode. Oh well, partly blood magic, you'll see more later. I want to get at least one of these up to tier 5, and to do that, I think all I should need to do is put, instead of these torches, I'm just going to need to place a beacon. So, I got myself some nether stars, or rather, killed myself some withers, and now I should just need some obsidian and some glass. I don't have any glass. Usually I don't, and of course it's generating quite clear glass. Yeah, we've got some there. Really? No glass? There we go. Got some glass. So we're just going to make beacons. Now you don't need the bases, so don't worry. Well, unless you want the effects, in which case build the bases. But otherwise, just place down your 4 beacons. That should be enough, I think, to turn it to tier 5. No, it's tier 4. Why are you still tier 4? Have I not finished the runes? I've not finished the runes. Okay, and there's no finished ones on the other side as well. Of course not. Alright, blood rune. That's the tier 1 slates as well. Can I complete this with other ones? Wouldn't mind capacity. Yeah, why not? I'm not going to need some sacrifice runes anyway. The reason I'm looking for other alternatives is that I think we need 26 of these. Is that I've got these in here, so just in the interest of expediency, that'll be the quickest thing. You and some of you. Let's grab. So now we can just put the floor. Where did I put my pick? Ah, there you are. Just one set I need? No, that's stone as well. Not that sacrifice runes are going to help here, I'm just doing this on camera, so that these are largely useless, but I will transfer them over to there. It's just that I want this one being the tier 5 altar, at least initially, and I'll upgrade the other ones off camera. So, is that enough? Yeah, tier 5. Now, this is also only 54,000. So what I'm probably going to need to do here as well, I'm not sure if this is going to be enough at the end of the day. I may have to make more of these capacity ones. Yeah, we'll come on to that in a bit. Let's just pop you back in there. And you can just go in there for now. Yeah, so the main problem is that, well, not really a problem. Now we've got tier 5 altar, we can get the upgrade to our orb. The problem with that is This one just needed a weak blood shard. But the top one, he needs a demon blood shard, which is not as easy to get hold of. You can't just kill any mob, you have to kill a summoned creature. So we're going to have to do some summoning. And this is one of the uses for the alchemical chemistry set. I haven't really shown it to you too much so far. It's this thing. To make it, you just take normal brewing stand Minecraft and a couple of pieces of obsidian. Really easy. And a crash. I'm sorry about that, let's try that again. I have noticed, by the way, when interacting with this sigil of holding, or rather anything within it, and objects with inventories, occasionally I get crashes, so I just gotta be aware. I'm not sure if that was why, I can't remember if I was holding it or not, but just in case. The alchemic chemistry set, you enter 5 ingredients and you get a new one in the middle, and you need a blood orb to power it. It's going to come from your network. So the first thing we're actually going to need is some of what I've already made, but I'm going to make a few more. Is the simple catalyst. Not very hard to make. Some sugar, some redstone, some gunpowder. So let's just make 6. Let me just put this away. And we want 6. So what was the recipe again? Yeah, so let's get 12 redstone. 6 of you. Sugar should have, yeah. And 6 of you. Not sure if it actually matters which way around you place these, does it? No, it doesn't. Cool. So just pipe them in any order, and you'll see it starts creating it in the middle. This is coming out of your network, but at this point, it's not going to show. If you're making this early game, then yeah. Now, while this is making, while this is cooking up, the alchemic chemistry set is also used for making potions, and you can make very, very powerful potions. I'm not going to show you them in this episode. They are a different thing again. This is purely for making ingredients. So if I take the simple catalyst out now, what you actually want is something called ether, or aether. So this one requires some of that simple catalyst, gas tears, glowstone, and some feathers. And if one thing I have, it's feathers. Feathers for days. So we want the glowstone and the gas tears. They're about the most rare of this, so you have to go hunting gas if this is an issue for you. And we wait for that to cook up again. Again, it's not going to take us too long. But in the middle, it's going to create this thing called ether. Ether. So, ether has got no A at the start. Now, what we need to do is create... I've already created these, but haven't. Won't have. You need to create these. Arcane pedestals, 7 of them you're going to need. Some obsidian and those weak blood shards. And you take one of them and surround it with some iron, and you get an arcane plinth. Now you're going to use more of those pedestals, so don't worry if you make too many. And the idea here, if I just drop this back into the system, I don't need any of those. I do want this. Yeah, that should do it. We're now going to use this aether to summon an elemental. So on my Gaia summoning platform, I've laid out slightly different summoning. That was Britannia, well, this is blood magic. So this is a hexagon shape, so 2 out from the center in each direction, and then 1 out and 2 out that way, and you end up with a hexagon shape. It sunk 1 down just because of convenience. You get stuck on these things if you do that. Ugh, horrible. So yeah, don't get stuck on one of those. So the idea is you just drop down, just like in Thorncraft and Fusion Crafting, if you're used to that, 1 of each of these, and your blood orb in the center. And you run away for a little while. And it's probably useful at this point to have flight. These, well, you're about to see why. And good armor is a as an advantage. Now the air one shouldn't discount your bound armor. It shouldn't. It's called inhibition. It can inhibit the effects of your blood armor, your bound armor. But it does throw you up in the air. Die. Die. Stop doing that. Just face downwards. Just push me up. There we go. So, this time I got lucky and got a demon blood shard. That's not guaranteed at all. But, yeah, that's cool. Now, that was an air guardian, and obviously its effect was to throw you up in the air, but as I was flying, not too much of an effect. However, there are other ones, and all you need to do to make the other ones is just the other. There each is an elemental, if you like, an elemental effect. Down here, you'll see Incendium makes the Fire Guardian, 6 of those. Magicalis, Magic Guardian, Sanctus, that's Holy Guardian, Air Guardian, etc. And there are others too. For now, the only thing I'm worried about right now is this Demon Blood Shard. However, the Demon Blood Shards are the things you're going to need to create the top version of the bound armor. Remember this? Well, if you remember, we only had one slot really available, apart from... Yeah, we only had one slot available. That was a Lava Sigil in this case. With the Demon Shards, or... yeah, the Demon Shards, you can make the top version. So I will at some point upgrade that too. But for right now, I need to then drop this in to here to make my orb. But yeah, I'm going to see if our witches are because that doesn't have enough capacity. I'm going to see if the witches are fast enough to keep this filled. If they're not, it doesn't matter. I can always grab it back, so I'm not going to lose anything. So let's just take the orb out there for a second and put this in. And it looks like the witches are keeping up just fine. Which is a good thing, because then I don't need to upgrade my other one with capacity just yet. Nice to have all these sacrifice things. In fact, is that actually doing anything? Oh. The witches were not keeping up at all. That's not a tier 5 altar. Does it have the runes though? Because if so... No, I don't even have the runes. Okay. Fine. I shall go and have to do it in my first altar. Which is no biggie, but I was hoping to shortcut it and forgot about the beacons. Okay, so we have to use it in this, which means it's going to use up all that pretty quickly. So I'm going to go off camera and make more of these capacity runes. By the way, I should probably go to superior ones, because I've got enough of these that it kind of... If you've got over 20 or so of these, it's worthwhile going to the superior ones. Don't know whether I'll do that just yet, but I do actually want to build up at least 75k, was it? Blood orb. 75k, and I've got 54. So I'm going to need 11 more? Yeah, 11 more. So here we are. I've boosted things a little bit by sacrificing things from myself. The sacrificial dagger's gone. Apparently you can't cut yourself anymore. You can now just squeeze in amorphous ball of red and magic happens. Yeah. Anyway, I miscounted. I needed a few less than I expected. So it's now full. So if I just drop this in here, it's going to start making us our top level orb. Now this is amazing because, well, if you've already thought the, where's my other orb? Yeah, it's disappeared somewhere. If you already thought the master orb was overpowered, this is, which was 1 million life points, this is going to be 10 million life points, which is, yeah, I mean, 10 times as much, obviously, but also, you know, a lot less worrying about, a lot more time you need before looking at these rituals. Make sure, you know, it gives you time basically if your ritual is consuming too much, or if your witch power isn't making enough to do something about it. And there we go. So all we need to do now is, as you can see, I'm already, well, I'm not really gaining any more than 1 million. That was just from me right clicking. It's not exactly what we want. What I want to do is just swap this guy. That guy out, put you in. And once that catches up, it's pulling that out. Oh, this isn't. Oh, I'm going to need a tier 5 to. Really? I'm going to need a tier 5 to. Fine. Time to kill the wither a few more. Seems you can't charge a tier 5 top level orb in a tier 4 altar. So I could demonstrate just by dropping it in here. See, we're getting above 4 million now. So I could just move those runes over. We'll make some more, put the beacons down over there, and away we'll go. I think that's what I'll do actually. I don't really need this one to be tier 5 just yet, but I do want that other one. So let's just do that. So here we are with tier 5. Some inappropriate runes here that we can come back to later off camera. And I can just take you out, and hopefully now I can put you in. And there we go. We're gaining above the 10 million. I know witches are, well, not happy, but they are, yeah, they're okay. So we've got the top level of blood magic. That means I can probably now work on maybe upgrading that bound armor. And once I've got enough demon shards, I will show you that on camera. They will take some time to do though. You only have a chance of getting one from each of those. There is other levels of summoning though. You can make larger altars. Really must clean this up now. You can make larger altars. Multi-block altars, I should say, with those pedestals, and I will show you more of that soon. So that's that. We're upgraded. We're top of the. Ooh, I've got another blood shard. I could make another orb later. You won't want to carry around with me, but that's okay. Now that we've upgraded the blood magic side of things, let's do something a bit more techy in the last half of the episode. I do want to kind of improve our farms, because I'm going to need more of those withers, remember, to make more beacons. Which means I'm fed up of carting. As you can see, by the way, those 2 blocks of 9 do absolutely fine. There's no need to expand them. In fact, this actually needs to be 1 further back if I expand. Yeah, it's mainly for the rituals. The rituals are right underneath, but that's okay. Even shut down, I'll show you in a second how much essence that actually creates. It's beyond. It's insane. So what I'm just going to do here is just start creating power at the site using lava, which should hopefully up. There we go. Flowing in. Let's see how fast is it. Going up faster than this is using it. Nope. Okay, it is still working. It's just going to take a little bit of time to actually charge up for each one. And that, to be honest, is okay. Come on, buddy. You going to spawn? Wow, that will take some time. Yeah, so I may actually need more of those. I was going to do on-site power, but I wonder what the next tier of lava gen is. Times 8. You need transfer node energy. What? Just watch this needed out of the star. Just guaranteed. Oh no, actually, it doesn't need another. What? What? Okay, RW time has just been going a bit insane because this needs a QED. QED is that, and I'm going to need another star. I have ender, that's fine. Diamond etch computational matrix for diamonds. No, that's not going to need any star. Okay, that's fine. I'm happier with that. Come on, spawn me something. In a minute now, there we go. But I don't want to keep hitting them like this all the time, so I do probably want to upgrade this setup. And I probably want to... Wow, these are loud. I'm going to have to get a muffler. I don't want to keep doing that, so we probably want to start making these farms automatic anyway, which means more Mine Factory Reloaded. Now, Mine Factory Reloaded has a number of items that we can use. We've already created a grinder once, so that'll be straightforward. Yeah, our grinder. I don't remember the recipe having that. Yeah, but it's fine. It's not hard to make. We also want, for the sheep, we want a rancher. Now the rancher, that's just going to need a whole lot of plastic, and I'm not sure if I have enough yet, so let's just give it a check. Plastic. I probably don't have enough because that's going to use up all the plastic just to make those plastic pipes. Do I have any more? Nope, that looks like I'm going to have to go and find more rubber. Should I leave that? Maybe. Yeah. Well, I'll do it off camera. Just don't need to show you that on camera. By the way, this is my mob essence setup. So each of these barrels is 256 barrels of mob essence, and they just filled up in no time with the mob farm on. These are overflow barrels. You see, in case this, if this ever empties at the top, what's going to happen with these pressurized conduits is going to push them all into the barrels. At that point, this could fill with sewage if I'm passing or if there's another mob around. So I just want to make sure that if it does, the sewage will hit these pipes and have somewhere to go. And yeah, there's not much of it ever been used here, so that's fine. And yeah, so it goes into this one first through these barrels and then out to a triple green ender tank where it gets used wherever it needs to be used. Over here, have I shown you this? Maybe. This is just compressing cobblestone. So it's a packager. Packager makes you insert items into it, and it will try to use 9 of them to produce a recipe that makes up all 9 slots, if you like. And if it can't do that, it'll do 4. They're very slow, but since I'm not generating these cobblestone at all fast, they'll just work their way through the cobblestone until I get to triple and then quadruple. And I'm going to need the quadruple for Deep Dark. Deep Dark needs 4 quadruple and 1 quintuple, so that means 9. That means 13 quadruple. That's going to be a while before I get there, but it's okay because I have the blood magic bound pickaxe, which just demolishes things. Eventually, I actually want to get to auto mining, and that's going to need a few more things, particularly tesseracts, which means we need ender pearls, and ender pearls at the moment I only have as a manual farm here, so definitely need to increase the rate of those. Speaking of which, I wonder if that's an easier recipe to make. Mine Factory, I think it's just a harvester and planter, but I think it's the same limitation on... Yeah, it all needs plastic. Right, off to get some plastic. Well, rubber. And why not do that behind my house, given I've got so much free space now. Why not just do this? Grow. Well, hopefully. See. Might need bone mealing. You're not gonna grow? Oh well. These should drop more saplings once I actually... There you go. May have mentioned before, but there is 2 types of rubber. Oh, crap. Oh! Oh, that would have been a mistake. That said sacred rubber sapling, I'm sure it did. I'm almost positive it did. Yeah, don't want to bone meal that. That would have pretty much... you don't want to know. Well, you probably do want to know. My entire base could have been swallowed by that. Unless I was reading it wrong. Let me just try that a little better. Rubber sapling. Let's just turn into a sacred rubber sapling. What? The bone meal? Is that how you make them? Is that what happened to the others? What? Not convinced here, but still shows up as a rubber sapling. Not convinced. Anyway, I have enough rubber to get going. I'm gonna have to check into that. I didn't think that's the way you got sacred rubber saplings, but okay. I just want to get plastic. Yeah, the sacred oak, which is the one that really annoys people, that tends to obliterate things. That's biomes of plenty. Sacred rubber sapling? I will have to check wikis out for that. Round we go again. Give me some plastic. Put these away. There we go, lots of plastic. Downstairs, what else did we need? We were making, let's say, we want the sheep thing first, so rancher. And a rancher, if you put it in your squids, it will pull ink off them. Put in your cows, you get milk off them. Put them in your sheep, you get wool from them. So I should have some mine factory blocks when I was making another thing, so technology, yeah. I have a grinder already, that's for the wither skeletons. Need some shears and a bucket. Yeah, it's just not shift clicking the recipe. Fine, rancher and a grinder. What else we need? We've got the power down there, which is just lava, for the moment anyway. We want some container and some storage, so let's just... We want some energy conduit and... Just create a barrel for now. That's probably the best idea. This will fill up incredibly fast, however. Well, at least by the other comparison. This I was looking for. Item conduits. Do I have any? I should have some of those pulsating nuggets upstairs, so... Ah, it's okay, I've got some item conduits. Fine, let's go. So for here, this is where I want my wool, or at least I may have to have more than one barrel because I could get running wool colours, or I may have to just destroy any brown sheep. However, I'm also going to need the rancher, and you go away. Ah, wrong way around. There we go. Now, I always get these wrong because they auto-eject from the back, and I'm not sure if you can just... Wow, go away. Go away! They also auto-eject from the back, and that's fine if these conduits will do that. Let's give it a go. If not, I may need an inventory like a chest, and then we shall see. So that's just our item conduits, and let's just change that. Insert is fine. Tractor was active is fine, if this works, that is. And then what I'm going to need to do is get some power this way. And those sheep are annoying. Fill that in properly later. Ah, it is working. That's fine. But that's much better. So they should automatically be ranched by the rancher. And he should also output mob essence, and I don't really need that mob essence with this huge amount. So what you can make, I think you can, maybe you'll be able to ignore it, I'm not sure with a rancher. If you can't ignore it, you can make one of these. You can make, oh, where's the void pipe? Oh, there it is, yeah. So void transport pipe, which you make first. Very easy, obviously, as you can see. And the void fluid pipe is using pipe sealant, which is just cactus green, which you can cook up and reaper plant seeds. Oh, that's pretty good. Didn't know that made it. Usually it's just smelting cactus, and which of course we can do. It's not building anything up, or at least not yet. So we can leave that for a while, and that should just keep going and keep us supplied with wool. Job done. With a skeleton now, the grinder will kill things 5 by 5 in front of it, and this is 3 by 5, so it's just more of a narrow alleyway. So if I put it here, why do these things? They always just go. There are no rules apparently for getting this the right way around. There we go. So as and when something appears in front of it, as long as this has power, which oh, it's because this is grinders from somewhere else already. As long as this grinder has power, which it now does, it should kill everything in front of it. And let's see if that works at all. It's powering up, and it should just spew everything out of the back. Really? It gives 3 planks? Time before it spawns? Maybe not. There we go. Oh, whoops. There we go. He got killed by the grinder. And it drops into this chest, which is exactly what we want. That's great. That's another automated farm. And yeah, this again has mob essence, and we don't need the mob essence, so I will see if it just stays that way. If it does, great. If not, I can just put a void pipe in, and job is also done there. Really would expect more of you to be... Maybe it's because... No, it's flush. I would expect more wool from that. Should be fine, but... Is that because of my changes, I wonder, to be the always active mode? Anyway, I'll do it the other way. Yeah, let's just prove it one way or the other. That should be fine. Let's grab some wood. Well, the rancher doesn't have an auto eject at the back. It doesn't show up, so... let's just give it a try. It is definitely auto ejecting there, though. It's not too accurate, but hey, let's just set this up to work. Of course, it can't pull the brown wool out, and I'm going to have to deal with that separately. But at least it is actually working, so... Yep, you're fine. So this episode we've got through tier 5 blood magic, which is top tier, so we're all cool there. I need to then go and wait for a lot of these things to be crafted. This is draining all the lava, so I think I will go and make that 8 times upgrade. Bring this back and it'll probably consume that lava quite quickly, but we need that power. In fact, I wonder if that's why this isn't... Oh, what? No wonder you aren't... Oh. There we go. Hopefully that's working fine. Good job, checked. What was I? Yeah, so I need more reliable power down here, so I may well just get another lava generator. I'm kind of delaying on the power. There goes another one. I'm delaying on the power because I want to get into big reactors, and that's something I will need a whole episode for. So at least to start with a starting reactor, and then lots more coming in. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, once we get to big reactors, this problem should all go away. To do that, we're going to need to make tesseracts, and that's going to have to come up as well. They're actually not too hard to make. They just need a supply of ender quartz. Ender quartz. What the heck is ender quartz? Ender pearls, which we can do just by using planters and harvesters on some of these. And maybe I'll change these to ender cores instead of ender core, instead of the bare stone. And then that I can probably speed up with the Sigil of Green Growth. I think that's what the Ender Cores do, so we will do that. For this episode, though, we've got it pretty far, I think. I can probably now take this down and just modify these into self-sacrifice for this one with the tier 5 runes. Because honestly, with this amount of health at the bottom left, and you know the fallen Canade from Botania, I can just stand here and as long as I've got a piece of earth next to me and some mana somewhere, I can direct from over there. I can just keep squeezing the Amorphous Blood Orb until it all goes into the altar. Anyway, that's enough for that episode. Thanks for watching. This has been episode 20. I'll see you soon.